Welcome to KSAT News Now. It is July 10th, Monday morning. Thank you very much for hanging out with us on KSAT News Now. We are streaming on all of our many digital platforms. Also have a podcast that you can like, rate, and subscribe to that as well as we get set for our bite-sized newscast that comes to you from the KSAT 12 newsroom. So it's been a very busy weekend, and we're catching up on a lot of different things. Sarah Spivey is going to be with us in just a bit to talk a little bit about the weather, and I think I can give maybe just a little hint as to what that's going to be. It's going to be hot, but we're going to have Sarah kind of explain a little bit more and what to look ahead to for the rest of the week here. So we're going to go ahead and start out with some big news here in the city of San Antonio. The family of Melissa Perez has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against 3 SAPD officers charged with her murder. CNN reports the lawsuit is also against the city of San Antonio. The lawsuit alleges the city's police department's formal and informal policies were the moving force behind Perez's death. It also claims the department's policies related to mental health and the mental health unit caused her death as well. The 3 officers were charged with murder less than 24 hours after the shooting back on June 23rd. Okay, some big political news here in the state. Texas Democratic Senator Roland Gutierrez has announced that he's challenging Republican U.S. Senator Ted Cruz in 2024. Gutierrez has been very outspoken about the changes that he believes need to be made after the deadly school shooting in Uvalde. In his official campaign video, which he released today, Gutierrez said that the massacre was about more than guns, but also about how Texas leaders have neglected the state. He also singles out Cruz for his trip to Cancun in February of 2021 during the power grid collapse. We all remember that. But before he can face off against Ted Cruz, he must win the primary election where he faces U.S. Representative Colin Aldred of Dallas. You can read more about this story on KSAT.com. All right, some big national news here. Disgraced sports doctor Larry Nassar is recovering after being stabbed multiple times. Yeah, this is a big breaking news this morning. The Associated Press reporting that he was stabbed in the chest and back during an altercation with another inmate at a federal prison in Florida. Nassar admitted to sexually assaulting athletes at Michigan State University and at USA Gymnastics as well. He is now serving decades in prison. All right, some big weather news across the country here. People living in New York and Pennsylvania, unbelievable video here, are dealing with catastrophic flooding this morning. Several inches of rain has fallen over the past 24 hours, creating a scary situation there for those living in that area. I mean, this video that you're watching on digital platforms is pretty unbelievable stuff here. So the Weather Prediction Center says that flash floods will remain a threat in sections of New England today, possibly bringing mudslides to parts of Vermont.
Yeah. Opposite weather for us.
I was going to say the complete opposite what we're seeing, but wow.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, here in San Antonio, we're just stuck in a rut with the triple-digit weather. And I want to show you an interesting fact. So when we look at the most 100-degree days to date, so far we're in 3rd place here in 2023. So we've had, including today, it will make 16 100-degree days. We're forecasting above 100. We're likely going to be 100. That would be our 16th 100-degree day. Last year, by this time, we had 32 100-degree days. So last year's start to the summer was worse. And then this is interesting. In 2009, which holds the spot for the most 100-degree days, up to this point, they had only had 20 100-degree days. So most of the heat for 2009 came during the second half of the summer. And we're about to enter a stretch here of triple-digit days, that of which it's hard to see any kind of respite or any kind of break in the triple-digit forecast. Take a look at this forecast over the next several days. We're at least going to be at 100 or greater. So we're going to add on to that triple-digit tally definitely in the coming days. Right now outside, these clouds are starting to break up. It's 87. It already feels like it's 94. When you look at cloud cover a little bit closer to San Antonio, again, now we're starting to see mostly sunny to completely sunny skies. So temperatures are going to take off. We'll be looking at the mid-90s for the remainder of the afternoon. By about 5-6 p.m., that's when we're going to see our high for the day of 102. It'll feel closer to 105, 106 this afternoon around San Antonio. Antonio. Anywhere from 104 feel-like temperature in Comfort and Bulverde to 108 down near Poteet, 109 in Pleasanton. And here's the weather setup. You'll notice that across the state, there are some showers for the northern part of Texas. Honestly, North Texas is doing just fine with rain. In fact, they saw too much rain the other day. But the heat high, we're on the not good side of the heat high, where we're not even going to be getting a small chance for rain. This is going to build overhead, and our rain chances are going to be practically zero in the coming days as temperatures just continue to increase. So take a look at the forecast over the next several days. Heat index value as high as 105. We did put a small 10% chance for rain tomorrow, but that's mainly for areas north of San Antonio, so don't get too excited. Anyway, that's just a very, very small chance for rain. So while we're talking about depressing news in the weather, let's talk about some good news. Let's talk about Wendy.
Well, I was going to say, I'm going to have nightmares about that big blue H.
I know. Let me tell you, and there's only so many ways that I can say it's hot, but coming up with the news at noon, we are going to talk a little bit about the tropics. You know, that's our only hope for rain around the summertime. I'll tell you how hot that water is.
Yeah, I definitely felt it this morning when I left home, and I was like, yeah, today's going to be a but it's been that way. So thank you very much, Sarah. So yeah, you mentioned it. Obviously, Victor Wembanyama was the talk of the town this weekend.
Yes, he
over
was.
the weekend in Las Vegas. So he debuted there, Summer League play, first time that we've got to see him in silver and black. So if you're watching us right now, or you're seeing us a little bit later, we're showing you some video of when he did his introduction press conference at the AT&T Center. Due to league rules, we can't show any highlights from the game. But Sarah, I'm sure you followed over the weekend all the Wemby mania. What were your general thoughts on it?
So that first game.
The first game, yes.
The first game.
Yeah.
That he played, you know, you could totally tell he was a little out of sorts.
Oh yeah.
Because when you think about it, okay, the man is 19 years old. This was the first time he was playing with the Spurs.
Yeah.
Under the national spotlight. They haven't had much opportunity to work together as a team, and it's the summer league too, so keep that in mind. But he did look kind of out of sorts. My thing was, all of social media immediately.
They didn't overreact, did they?
They way overreacted. They immediately were like, this guy stinks, he's a bust, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, my gosh, like, worst thing ever. We need to change scouting, loading it. So dumb.
I feel like you were just on my timeline.
Okay.
Basically, everything you just said there.
Okay, and I was like, let's just chill. This was literally his first game in the summer league.
Yeah.
What did he get the first game? Like 9 points?
9 points, 8 rebounds, couple of blocks,
Yeah, kind of stinker, okay? But then, last night.
Yeah, he looked great.
He looked amazing last night. He was easy going. He was even celebrating at one point.
I saw that. He was doing a little flexing.
How many points? 27?
27 points.
Yeah, that's right.
12 rebounds and 3 blocks.
And he looked good. And I gotta say, too, Champagne man.
Yeah,
oh
Julian
my
Champagne.
gosh.
Yeah, he looks great as well. Yeah.
I was excited seeing the game last night. They looked a little bit more together, even though they lost. You know, I mean, it's not so much about winning and losing in the summer league as it is about getting the talent to go. So.
No, that's a great analysis there, Sarah. Yeah, and again, basically, what you were saying right there was all I saw on my feeds on social media over on Friday, going into Saturday, but then Sunday we got to see what his skill set is.
Yes.
And again, as you mentioned, he just seemed a lot more comfortable. He seemed a lot more with the team, and it's my understanding that he also was invited to this big party in Las Vegas Saturday night, decided not to go. So this was a big NBA thing, and he just decided not to go, wanted to spend some time with the guys and kind of
Let me tell you, he seems like he's a man of character.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, he's got this massive talent, kind of a humble dude. I'm very excited about them. And then Pop, you know, Pop signed for 5 years.
5-year extension, yeah, great points. Yeah, so we're going to be having Pop along for the Victor Wembanyama experience, which again was a lot of fun over the weekend.
It was.
Again, yeah, it was a lot to take in Friday night, but again, he got comfortable and settled in there.
And hey, RJ,
yesterday.
if you get sick or need somebody to do sports, maybe
I was
going
to say we need to do like a debate or something over here.
Me, you,
ESPN
and Sears.
First Take. Yeah, let's
and
do
Larry.
it. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with us on KSAT News Now. We really appreciate you spending some time with us. Make sure to stay cool out there.
Yes, please.
Yes. All right,
so
guys.
hot. Depressing.
We will see you later.